Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up my week 19 productivity system with y'all. Where's this y'all coming from? So if y'all don't know me, I'm Sarah, this is Plan the Grind, and I have taken all the tools that I've learned in the corporate world and implemented them into my life to help reduce the chaos. So this week, a little bit of context, setting up the week. I'm really focusing on getting a couple projects off the ground, a couple projects getting some momentum. And from the time I actually did this video to the time I'm recording this intro, I am now traveling. So I haven't traveled in a few weeks, so it's been kind of calm, and that's nice. I was getting kind of used to it, but I'm actually heading down. So this week I am setting up for the week. I got some meetings. Now I have a trip and I got to do some rearranging. But if you don't know, I use OneNote and I use paper planning in my productivity system, along with like external things that I'll pull from, like a PMO tool or just routines that I have and some different mindsets. And I pull them all into this one system that you guys see, which is OneNote and paper planning. And you're also going to see a binder. So I've been setting up like monthly routines or monthly structures and putting them into a binder. So all the projects I do, I can just pull them at the same time next year and I can just execute the task rather than rethinking about everything. So you'll see a little bit of that in this. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye. Alrighty. Hey gang. So I'm just getting into it here. And so I did not use my planner last week really. I think I jotted down a couple notes. So I'm skipping the add to the to-do list from my daily pages part of this. And here I'm just breaking up the days. Transitions for me are like, when I used to commute, I realized that there was something about the commuting that formed a trigger for the next part of the day. So I'm really focused on those transitions within the day. So that's why I like to break up my day with that marker. That's all that is. It's other than that, that's really it. But I'm going in and I'm just putting my schedule in for the week. I do have some stuff going on, I guess we'll say. I did realize I had a conflict at the end of the week that I had to let my boss know that I'm not going to make his meeting. My boss. I feel so weird saying that, but my people leader. And then, so a couple things, just joining some meetings where I'm not really doing anything. I'm just kind of catching up with what's going on, but nothing really. I'm not driving it, so there's not a lot going on there. And then, I do have a couple A3s that I'm kicking off or helping people kick off. They're not my A3s, but we use the A3 thinking tool in Lean anyhow. So I have some of those going on. And then I do have a big initiative that I'm working on. It's multi-site and all that. So anyway, so doing the standard work, that's one of the projects. And then just some basic meetings. So I don't love my calendar this week, to be honest. I'm looking at it now in reflection. It's very Swiss cheese. But anyhow, and then I'm just putting in my videos for YouTube. I'm starting to add these in here. I don't want this to be like a YouTube planning channel, but I just need one place to look at everything. So just ignore it, everyone. And then, so next week is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. And what else? So putting in my Plan the Grind schedule. So when I actually work on this, I really am just back into getting up early in the morning. And I just find that I have so much time in the day now because of this. And I love it. It's all about me time. And it's 5:00 in the morning right now. So it's kind of nice to have this quiet time. But I've been doing a lot of my YouTube stuff, or really consider this all a passion project. So finding time for that passion project. So I've been doing a lot of it in the morning. I don't have it in me after work to do anything. my brain is empty by that point. But I do my weekly productivity setup on Thursday nights because that just makes sense. Thursday or Friday. So anywho, I was going in, putting my goals in for the week, and really this is for myself. If you guys know, my April project is I do a 40 bag challenge where I try to get rid of 40 bags of stuff out of my house, whether it's like trash or Goodwill or whatever the case may be. So I've been doing that. I think I'm at 36 bags right now. And I said I was going to start with the garage, but I realized the garage has become the catch-all for all the other things. So, which is actually makes a lot of sense. So I don't know why I was thinking that. But I really want to focus on finishing it up because I want to, have someone come and take some of the old furniture out of the house. And then, so I also kick off my mental clutter project. So if you're on my Patreon, you'll get that information as a tier 3. And then, and my goal there is just starting to clean out like all the inboxes. And my goal is not to get rid of any email accounts, but in my mind, I want to do that. And I know that's going to be scope creep. So I'm focusing on getting rid of all of the things. And then just work, some projects, family dinners we got going on. Obviously, it's Mother's Day. And just health, I'm ramping up 20 steps a day. It's so nice out. So I've been getting out for a few walks a day. And I absolutely love it. And went to yoga. And I feel the bug to get back into yoga again. So been doing that. And I'm just setting up my daily pages here just to have some place to put stuff, like put it away. And I used to do this back when I had my Etsy shop. And I will say, I don't love writing this over and over again, but I don't know. I don't feel like I want to get the whole stickers out. So anyway, I'm just going through just to check to see if I had anything that I added to my to-do list. And now I'm going in and I am updating all the things that I have done. So I will say I did get a ton done, but then I just had some work stuff come up and family stuff. And then it just, everything got away from me. But I'm glad that I have this system because it kind of gets me right back into it. So this is the benefit of a system. So I'm just going in and updating some of the stuff. And these were all related to like, I canceled a couple things that just aren't happening. I just love how sometimes my to-do list prioritizes itself. And then I had some stuff in the house that I did. And then, a couple, I think it was mostly house stuff because the week was more about like getting stuff off the ground, like getting some momentum in projects. So it's like a lot of work, but like no results type of stage of the project, because the results come later, not because we're not doing something. But anyhow, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So a couple things I was thinking about from my team, and then I did write poker in there for one of the days on Saturday, but that's actually the following weekend. So there's me doing my thinking taps, trying to figure out what I got to do. And now I'm just going in and I'm updating my OneNote. All right, and then so I'm copying and pasting and just adding and updating the dates. I know this is redundant. I feel like I'm being redundant with y'all, but honestly, this works. So I have to do it every week in order to keep the system up. So anyhow, I'm just going in. I copied and pasted the table from the week before, well, 2 weeks ago, because I didn't do anything for last week on the planning side, and it was chaotic. So anyhow, updating the dates for the weekly header and then also on each of the days. And then I'm just grabbing my links to figure out what like project folders I need for each day. And I love that they're up at the top, and sometimes they even stay like from the previous weeks, because when you have reoccurring meetings on Tuesday, you need the same notebook on Tuesday. Oh my God, talk about streamlining things. Love it. So anyhow, been really working on that, and then just updating it. There wasn't much to update because again, it just is reoccurring every week. And I'm just taking a link and I'm copying it over to like the weekly dashboard. And I haven't been great about doing that, so you see some gaps there. And I didn't like how long the link was, so I renamed the header to be shorter. So I took out the year. And now the link is nice and cozy in the spot that I want it to be. So thanks for watching, everyone, and take care. Bye.